What's up, guys? Jeff here from Grit City Fitness and Performance, and today I want to talk to you about understanding the two types of goals, which one you're in, and why it's important to know it. All right, and so the reason that this is an important talking point is because people come to the gym for two reasons, and these two reasons are the goal-specific reasons. Specific reason one is change. They want to actually change what they look and feel like or perform like. So they're coming to the gym to train to either lose weight, gain weight, decrease body fat, improve overall health, improve for a physical activity that they might be performing in. Goal number two is an allowance goal. What this means is that the individual is training, but they're training in an offset pattern to offset other decisions, to allow things to happen. For instance, we have some individuals that will come in and they'll work out every day, and it's perfectly fine. It does not matter to me, per se, which goal you have, but it's important for you to understand which goal you're in or which process you're really thinking of, because they don't really cross over as well as we would like to think. There is a little bit of buffer room in the middle, but most of us are not living in a life of middle here. We're living in one side or the other. And so let me explain this first in the allowance position. What this is like you work out so you can eat. You work out so you can drink. You work out so you can eat cookies, right? You work out so you don't gain weight. You work out so you can have general health. Okay? There is a good amount of people that work out and train in this dynamic, and that is perfectly fine, and it's actually a great thing. You just have to know that that is what you're training for. Because the reason it's important to know is because you cannot live in the allowance goal and have change at the same time. Or you can, but the change is very, very minor because you have to focus on one or the other. You're not going to be able to get away with drastic changes, weight loss, body fat composition changes by having an allowance goal, because the allowance goal is offsetting all work that you're doing. So you're pretty much doing one as, I do this, so I get this. I do this, so I get that. So that's what an allowance goal is. While a change goal is something like weight loss, body fat drop, performance increase. These are change goals, and those are ones that then will have and elicit a response of you following a specific plan, program, and protocol to achieve that outcome. That includes nutrition, that includes training, that includes cardio, that includes mindset. All those things have to be wrapped into one. But a change goal is one that you are going to be diligent about getting a result. Result being maybe 20 pounds, result maybe being fitting into your pants, a result being losing body fat. An allowance goal is literally to offset. So again, it's not a problem which one you're in, it's knowing and understanding which one you're in. Because again, you cannot be an allowance goal while still trying to achieve optimal weight loss. And you're not going to be in a change goal such as losing weight but still trying to eat cookies. It doesn't cross over. Now I will say this. There are a few people that can kind of live and bridge this little middle gap. But that middle gap is so small, and really what it is literally just a complacency. It's, I'm going to just continue to do something just to do it, and I'm going to not really have any specific goals, and I'm not really going to have any specific allowance. I just want to be me, be healthy, and kind of do what I want. And that's perfectly, again, acceptable as well. You just need to know, because when you know, then you know the result that you're going to get, okay? And you have two results you're going to get. You're going to get a change result, or you're going to get an allowance result. And that is up to you. So don't be mad if you're not seeing a result because you're following an allowance goal. The allowance goal is simply just an offset. Right? So if you want to change and elicit a response of change in your body composition, your fat, your muscle, any of those things, you have to focus more on a change goal. And that change goal means that you're going to have to make changes as well. It means you're going to have to change your nutrition a little bit. It means you're going to have to change the way you think and have deal with patterns that happen in your life. you're going to have to make a little bit more deliberate action in results or outcomes to elicit that result, which would be weight loss, body fat drop, or performance. Yeah, if you're in an allowance goal, all you're doing is training to offset your bad behavior. And that again is fine. You're also going to be eating to offset your behavior. What that means is, like, if for something in an allowance goal, you might be following something like an 85-15. Which is an 85% complacency or compliance with a 15% off. You could also follow something like a 90-10 rule. And by doing this, you're following a nutrition plan for about 85 to 90% of the time, while allowing a 10 to 15% offset to go into bad behavior that we would normally categorize as bad behavior. So maybe eating treats, maybe drinking alcohol more frequently, maybe eating desserts and stuff like that. Or basically just making sure that you're not gaining weight and keeping it overall healthy. So that's it, guys. Basically, just know and understand which goal you're in is going to be a major shift for you. Because when you know what you're doing or which goal you're in, if you're in the goal change or goal allowance, you're going to understand it better. Because if you're basically don't know which one you're in, you're probably more in the allowance. You're doing things to just offset a behavior. And that's fine, again. Perfectly fine. But again, if you're in the allowance goal, don't expect massive weight loss and body fat changes. But if you want massive changes, you can't be in the allowance goal. You have to figure out which one. They do go together a little bit, but more so they're one or the other. So that's it, guys. That's the quick talking points about your two different tiles of goals. You're either in the allowance goal or you're in a change goal. And it's important to know so that way you can know why the result is the way it is. If you're not losing weight and you're not gaining weight, but you get all the flexibility inside your nutrition, then it's sustaining the goal that you have, which is enjoying life while not getting any worse, but improving as a general state, right? But if you're in a change goal, your goal is to then be changing the composition of your body, changing for a specific outcome, and then the allowance of food and other things get cut down. So that's it, guys. Hopefully this makes a lot of sense for you guys, and you can now interpret and understand which goal you have, whether it's a change goal or an allowance goal.